beautiful day to you all. Look at those white fluffy clouds and that super blue sky. Couldn't ask for a better day here in Ohio. It's hovering around 80 degrees. There's a fairly stiff breeze blowing, very refreshing. I'm heading off, let's see, I think I just turned, I was at 42 and Columbia Road. So I'm heading back toward home. I took this trip with the puppy in mind. Got Roscoe in the back seat. And so far I've just been sitting here listening to Scotty's stream on YouTube, but I believe he's taking a rest now, so we'll just stream for a little bit and show you the view that I'm enjoying, and hopefully you'll enjoy it vicariously through me. Hey June, how are you? Hi Tim. So on the way up here, I saw a sign that said free kittens. And then on the same property, just a little past that sign, was a big old Harley motorcycle sitting up on the hill on the same property. So here's how Mother Trucker's brain works. Free kittens. Kittens purr. Motorcycle. Motorcycle purrs. Therefore, the motorcycle was free. Think I could convince the owners of that? Just saying. They should be careful how they advertise. Alright. Anywho, anyway, anyhow. Haven't been down this section of Columbia Road in quite a while. Used to be nothing but basically farmland out here. And now there's these developments that pop up all along here. Because people think this is sort of the country and they come out here and want to buy a house, but they don't want to be by themselves, so they have to put up a development and put a whole bunch of houses in so they're not by themselves, but they're still out in the country. That's some backward thinking, isn't it? I get a house out in the country, I want to be by myself. I don't want 1,000 people around me. Oh well, whatever. Here's the corn. There's still some corn on there. Most of the corn over in this region is getting ready to be harvested for feed and whatnot. There is still some ready for the people eating purposes, but oh, hi Tom, how are you, dear? Just saying, we are heading back from Lodi. I'm on Route 42. Well, I was on 42. I'm now on Columbia Road, off Route 42. Heading back home. It's just an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful day. I have the puppy with me. So I took him out for a ride. I've been working a lot. I've been over Mr. Kevin's a lot. I've been hanging out, and he's been kind of neglected, so I thought I'd take him out for some quality time and a car ride. Still waiting to hear from the company. They had called me Friday and told me where they were in the process, which basically wasn't really anywhere. They're supposed to call me back sometime tonight before the close of day. So I should hear some more then. Hopefully they've got some news for me. And okay, here we go. And yeah, this is a little tiny town over here. The old town hall is here. You know, they've got little parks and whatnot along here, and as you can tell, they're resurfacing the road. Oh, there's the Veterans Memorial over there. I didn't know they put that in. That must be brand new. Rooster. That thing glows in the dark. I'm not sure if I caught it or not, but I think you guys saw it. I like green. I even like the bright greens and the really loud greens, but I don't know, on the Challenger it just doesn't look right. There's a Mustang that has it on there too, and I don't care for that either. I liked it on Trucking with the Duck. Had a truck that had that color going on for a little while. Alright, and here we go, one of our newest roundabouts. Alright, there's the yield sign. You see you're supposed to yield. Now look at this. They put this like little S curve in here, then you gotta go over here. This thing is not made for a freaking semi-truck, you flipping morons. What the heck? Okay, where it says yield, you are supposed to wait for me because I'm already in the roundabout, you ding-dong. Alright, and right afterwards, of course, someone has to make a turn, so you can't even build up speed. There you go. Anyway, yeah, as you approach it, you're supposed to yield to anybody that's already in the roundabout. So I was already in the roundabout, and she looked at me, and the guy in front of her went, so she thought she was free to go. That's not quite how that works. And then what do we got here? Oh, we got the school zone. Slow down, 20 miles an hour. Again, I have no desire to get a overpriced speeding ticket or have any blemishes on my commercial driver's license, so therefore we will slow down and do what we must do. I have some food simmering at home. I've got it on low, simmering away in the crock pot. I had it on the stove top, and then when I decided to leave, I put it in the crock pot. Thought that might be a little bit safer bet. It's spicy Italian sausage with diced seasoned tomatoes and yellow, red, and orange bell pepper. I'm gonna serve that with some pasta tonight. And I think I have a butternut squash in there. I mean, acorn squash rather. The squash that looks like an acorn. I think I have some of that in there. Might make that up too and have some of that. All right, and then we're out of the school zone, over the tracks, and back up to 55. Of course, probably not for long because there's a one-lane road ahead. Boy, you all. Such a treat, such a treat. As soon as you start to build up some speed, away it goes. It says there's a flag. Oh, there he is. It said there's a flag man. See that guy right there at the sign? Guess how much money he makes? More than me, at least at the moment, more than me. Hey, this is a little town called Valley City here in Ohio. This is the home of the frog jumping contest. Feel free to Google that. It's a real thing. I did not just make it up. They have signs and everything that say it. Frog jumping contest. Never been. Just like them poke fun at it. Where's that guy? Oh, guy's burning a stump. You know when you cut down a tree and you got the stump left? That guy was back there burning a stump in his front yard. It's one way to do it. Alright, back up to 55 we go. So here are these houses over here I told you about. I want to live out in the country, but I want to have neighbors too. They just kind of build them right on top of each other. These ones aren't so bad. They're definitely worse ones. There's some literally in a development that there's one road going back, one road going out, Just a whole bunch of houses piled up on top of each other. In between. The best part is they develop these housing areas on old farmland, and they don't do much to build up the land. And then when their basements start to flood out and I start having irrigation problems, they don't understand why the land won't drain. They don't understand that, you know, the house that they have used to be sitting on farmland. Nothing but dirt. Lots and lots of dirt to absorb lots and lots of water. And when they put up their house, they took away some of that dirt. They built a driveway, they took away some of that dirt. They put in their big patio in the backyard, they took away more dirt. They stuck up their oversized garage and their shed, they took away more dirt. And then they can't wonder why is the rain not disappearing? Why do I have so much water standing around? Must be the developer's fault. Yeah, that's it. Must be the developer's fault. Ding dongs. Alright, I'm gonna stop now. You all just enjoy the ride. Look at that nice farm. Silky Way, it's called. It's a Holstein farm. And I'm gonna roll down the window a little bit. It's getting a little warm in here. Temperature must have upped itself. I hope that doesn't give too much noise. I'm hoping to stop at a light here soon so I can read the comments real quick. There's a big one up here at 303. It's fairly long, except that I'm getting the green light, so I probably won't have to stop. And I is, so, oh, look at that, hello! I do believe that was an Impala, for any of you asking. Yes, yes indeed. I always like this road because it kind of twists and turns. It's not a straight road. It has some hills, but nothing super, you know, climbing. You don't have to like stick it in low gear to get up the hill or anything, but it's a nice scenic route. Just want to go out for a nice casual drive, get away for a few minutes. It's always a nice route to do it on. Turn the radio on, but I'm running it all through the Bluetooth, so the radio and the Bluetooth can't work together. It's only one or the other. Oh, more road work. 'Tis the season in Ohio. More flagmen, persons, whatever. Alright, what do we got going on? Oh, slow as we go. Alrighty then. Brake lights. What else is happening here, folks? I know there's an intersection up here, but are we that close to it already? Maybe. Now this is a four-way stop. This is a section they've put little solar panels up here and put lights on the stop sign. This is a area that was notorious. Grafton Road in Columbia was notorious for fatal accidents. People just get used to running up and down the hills. They get up a decent amount of speed, and they would just blow these stop signs. They'd come around the corner and be like, "Oh, there's a stop sign there," and the people going the other direction kind of did the same thing. Nobody would stop and pay attention because they were all in their own little world. I'm surprised they actually haven't put a light up there. They keep adding the stop signs and the extra lights around the stop sign, but yeah, I'm surprised they don't say, hey, stop ahead, traffic light, whatever. But maybe the fatalities have cut down enough with just the four-way stop that they don't feel the necessity to put up a light. Whee! Up and down the hills. An especially good road to take on a Sunday afternoon because you don't have any of the trucks out here. The daily traffic is not here. Alright, you are safely leaving Frog Jump Country. We have now exited Valley City officially. Boston Road, that'll take you all the way into North Royalton. Strongsville, North Royalton section. We're out of Medina into Lorain County. And then we'll go from Lorain into Cuyahoga County. That's where I live. I see Jeff Cerise in there too. Hi, Jeff. I'm Diane. Hello, hello. Nancy, hello. How are you, dear? Nancy, I messaged you earlier. I don't know if you saw it or not, but check your messages. I was just curious as to how Michael made out. Not to jinx anything here, but Dolores is doing very well on these hills, and she's not even close to overheating. She's under midway in the temperature gauge. She's not sputtering or puttering. She's behaving quite nicely. 21-year-old car. I'm impressed, Dolores. It's fall here in Ohio, so we're starting to get ready for all the fall festivals, the hay rides and the corn mazes. Red Wagon here is a local farm that is known for their fall festivities. There's a couple in the area. There's one up in Brunswick that does. They also have. They're over a valley. Brunswick's a real high point in Ohio, and they have this deep valley that goes alongside, and they do when you harness yourself in and you ride down a wire. Wow, why can I not think what that's called? Anyway, they do that, and they do there's a lot of apple farms around here, not as many as there used to be, but there's still some apple orchards. You can go pick your own apples, or just go and buy the ones they've already picked. So you get nice fresh apples, and usually the farms have quite a variety of them. So you go and you pick out your favorites, and you can get anything from a full basket to a bushel to a half bushel to just buy them by the each and just get a couple of whatever you want. Some people buy a dozen, some people buy, you know, several bushel baskets full. It's always a nice thing to do on a fall weekend. Spend time with the family, go out to the apple farms and whatnot. So I'm actually turning down here and going to the other side of the river because it's actually closer to my house. So we're going to turn right here in a little bit and head back in the same direction. School zone. BMW for sale. Anybody in the market? It's a little teeny tiny two-seater. This here is Columbia Station. A lot of my ancestors are from this area. They own farms here and raise their families here. All right, we're out of the school zone. Let's keep it moving. The comments, guys, there. Oh, I wish I was getting paid to do this right now. Oh well. I'm gonna go home and drop Roscoe off, and then I do have a few errands I need to run. And I'm going to try to coordinate some efforts to go pick up an elliptical and a ping pong table from my sister's house and take them out to Tabby and Kevin's house. I want to try to get all of the everybody in the same coordinated effort so that if I have to get called out, they can carry on without me. There. I believe that as part of the greenhouses, they go there. There's a Buick for sale. The greenhouses there go down onto the other side as well. I believe they're all part of Petiti's greenhouse. I could be mistaken, but Petiti's does have some closer down here by the river. Right down there is the river, and then on the other side is the big Petiti's greenhouse establishment. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that. That's a fancy mailbox, wouldn't you say? You see that big old rooster? I was about to call it something else, but I don't want this video to be blocked from my YouTube later, so we won't say what the male hen is called. Rooster, that's it. Rooster, that's what it is, exactly. Hey Ken, what's up? Ooh, somebody done hit a skunk over here. See that building across the way? It's an old church. I believe they said it was a Grange Hall at one point as well. It's been in disarray for many, many years, and recently one of our local real estate gurus bought up the property and has begun to fix it up. Unfortunately, he passed away 2 weeks ago, so I don't know where that leaves this poor building. Hopefully whoever proceeds in his company will continue the project, but yeah, I mean, it started to look halfway decent, and now, you know, who knows where it's going to lie at this point. Yeah, we got to wait for our turn. Okay, Mr. Truck, don't release the brakes just yet. The light hasn't turned. I can't move until it does. What that is? It's a big crane type truck. Oh, it's the kind they use for logging. It's the kind they use to pick up the logs and put them. They pick up the lumber and they stick it on the logging truck. It's one of those. It's behind me. You can't really see them. There's Westview Concrete. Westview was the old name for this town, this area. The original, or one of the original settlements was named Westview. Uh-oh, the dog is up in the window. He knows he's near home. He sits in the back seat, doesn't, you know, just lays back there, enjoys the ride. And then we get anywhere close to home, or we get out to where we used to live in Elyria, he will start to smell, like he recognizes the smell. And they say dogs, that's their memory. And, you know, it's all tied to smell. So people say dogs can't remember, or they don't believe that that's the case. I think I would have to disagree. My evidence kind of shows me that I believe he very well has a memory for certain areas, even if he hasn't been there in a while. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we have a memory like that. You smell something, you smell specific, something baking, or a certain perfume smell, or a certain type of flower, you know, and your brain immediately goes to something, you know, that reminds, it goes to a memory. That smell is tied to a memory somehow. You don't usually just smell something and just go, oh, that's a smell. You usually say, oh, that reminds me of, you know, no matter what it is. All right, y'all. Well, we're home. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Love ya. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining me on the ride. Hope you enjoyed it.